Hey guys, welcome back to Train Simulator 2014. Now you join me at 9 o'clock in the morning on a beautiful summer's day in Glasgow. So, this isn't the Glasgow Airport rail link. I'll cover that in another video though. I'm on the West Coast Mainline North route. I really need to get West Coast Mainline over Shap actually. But today we are going to be looking at the Class 67 and indeed the route itself. So here is said locomotive. Now you can get this either on Steam from Dovetail Games, or you can get it from Just Trains as an advanced version, which has, I'll be honest, it has more features than this. And had it been out at the time, I probably would have bought it instead of this version. Is the light on at the back? Yes, it is. Now you get the locomotive with it, and you get the Caledonian. You can get a few coaches. You can get a Caledonian sleeper, and you can also get the Royal train. Because usually either the Class 67 will be heading the train, or as a back engine, in case they do a steam. In case they put a steam loco at the front, like Tornado, which I've seen it do. So, it's a very nice locomotive. It's a very clean locomotive, actually. Compared to some, it is very, very tidy. And, I mean, the same can kind of be said on the inside. There are a few overhead switches, but it's very tidy. I will put a little disclaimer here. I've tried to do this. I've tried to do this before, but the game crashed and I lost all my footage. So that was a bit of a bummer. And that was when I was going from Carlisle up, well, heading towards here. So I'm gonna go south because that seems to work, which is nice-ish, I guess. So what do we get in this locomotive? Well, we get the standard fares. Shut that up. Put that on, so we can see what our brakes are doing. We get windscreen wipers, we get the AWS reset, we get a horn, we get the brakes, we get a radio that you can't press, which is a shame. On the Just Trains version, you can play with this, such as speed control. Basically, what that is, if you've got a modern car, if your parents have a modern car, it's basically cruise control for that. And if you don't know what that is, ask them. There is, what's that? It's the headlight tilt control. You can't play with them. You can play with the driver reminder appliance, which I'm not going to do after the incident with the Class 142. Emergency brake, all the usual stuff. That's a brake, that's a brake, and that is a very nice little piece of stuff. Are we ready to go? Yes. So, run forward, release the brakes. Okay, now for some reason, like, I've got a new headset, which is nice, but at the minute it's going towards the right one, like on the interior view, to give it a bit more power. This I like. It's a analog and digital speedometer all in one, so you can actually see what speed you're going, rather than, like in a steam locomotive they only have analog ones. Some may have digital, I don't know, probably not, to fit the look and theme of the locomotive. But yeah, you get digital ones, which is very nice, other than the digital one that's down there, and they both correspond, I think, ish, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it looks really nice, doesn't it? I think that we've got a new driver model in there as well. Maybe, I don't even know. We have a grill that we can see all the way through. I'm pretty sure there's meant to be an engine there, engine in there somewhere. See, like a what looks like a gas cylinder. We're gonna give it a bit more juice just to get it out. Are we at the we're not even at the station yet. We're just gonna skip ahead here. Look at all that, it's chucking up. Right, I'm speeding. So, this locomotive comes in a few liveries. EWS is one of them. You can get it in DB Schenker, which are actually people that supply these to British Rail, EWS, Network Rail, whatever. And then I think you can get one more in the standard pack. Yeah, you can get Royal. You can get the Royal livery. So that's the claret, where it's just plain claret. You still got like the yellow fronts, but then where all of this is, it's claret. It's very nice claret though. The claret is very nice. And I'm not going to use the field of view thing in here. That's how I broke it last time. But yeah, it's a very nice locomotive. All having said, like I said, I probably would have bought the Just Trains one if it was out at the time. Real shame. I mean, Just Trains at the minute, they are doing a lot more stuff. They had the quality of their product for this game is a hell of a lot better than what Dovetail Games are doing. Which is nice. I've got some Vimto, which is very nice, especially if it's ice cold in glorious weather, which it actually is today. We have very nice weather today. It's been like a heat wave. Now, if you look at the bottom, you'll see a 75-mile-an-hour speed marker. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what this little treasure does. So let's just power it down. Because what it does is when you press that, it will register the point on the track where you pressed it, and as soon as the last car, so that's the very back, goes past that point, once all of it has gone past, it will make a beeping noise, and that means you can do whatever. So it's helpful for speed. It's very helpful for speed limits. To be honest, I wish steam trains had these bloody things. So we hit that, it registers that point, which is the speed limit. Let's see if we can maintain 30 mile an hour. So as you see, all the cars are going by. There's 4 left, 3, 2, and it should beep twice, I think. There you go, beeps twice, and that lets you know that you've passed it. So basically, for something like this, that beeping means you can just open it up, which I shall do. Although, unlike some, you can open it, but it won't change anything with, like on the outside model, which is a shame. It has a shadow, which is nice. Nice chairs. Yeah, it has all the usual. Kit for parking brake. Right, now if we look up here, there is something called passenger goods. And what that does is that sets the speed limit for the locomotive, because passenger trains can go faster than a goods train. So that changes the speed limit for the locomotive. These, what are they? What are they meant to be? Brake demand, temporary isolation, full or train stop override. And we've got, and this is the lights. That's cool. So there's the tail lights. Well, you can see marker center, which I believe is the one on the top. Marker center, we have marker left, marker right, and head daylight, which is that one. They are the 2 tail lights. I don't know which that one is, or if it's covered up or whatever, but bit of lag at the minute. I'm gonna do a clean of my computer, and hopefully that'll make it run a bit quicker, so it's easier to record these. But yeah, I didn't actually know you could do this. Genuinely, I didn't know that. The engine start and stop, that's standard. Brake test, shame you can't use that. And then you got ETH ready and ETH on. I don't know what they mean. So again, if somebody does know what that means, please comment so that not only I get informed about it, but other people who watch this video does. Also, in terms of my Just Trains video, one of the developers who works on it from Just Trains got in touch and explained some of the things that I pointed out. There were issues to do with the locomotive. So if you like have similar issues, or the exact same issues, if you check out that video, which is in the Train Sim 2014 playlist on my channel, there is a big section where he's commented. His name is Chris, and I thank him very much for explaining. So thank you very much, Chris. But today, back to the Class 67. We've got plenty of time. We're going to get there in over an hour, so it's fine. So, we're going to look at the outside of the locomotive. Now we looked at the inside. The outside, what do I like about it? I like the textures, so like this. This is very nice. I mean, as always, textures can always be improved, but that is a very nice texture, and it looks very real. I like the exhaust on the top, although the texture for that could be a bit sharper, because it's quite blurred. The texture for the actual, like the area where the full livery is applied, is very nice. And of course we've got all the usual gubbins like signs and that. I know I'm speeding, shut up. Yeah, the texture on the bottom is nice, the wheels are nice. It's a very well made locomotive. We don't get a passenger view for the Caledonian Sleeper, which again is a shame, and I really wish Dovetail Games would actually start doing that again. It is a real shame. Oh, extreme frame drop at the minute. Let's just go back inside the cab and get our frames back. The coaches are very nice. The standard, they look like they should. The Claret ones, I can tell you, are very nice as well, and the Debushenko one is just the same. So, all in all, it's a nice locomotive. The textures are nice, the model's nice, the sounds are nice, except that horn's a bit. I wish you could have like an independently controlled one with the spacebar and B. Now, a lot of developers, a lot of third-party developers are doing that now. So I don't know why Dovetail Games aren't doing it, because it is a popular feature. Especially, well, for me it is. It's a nice feature. They did it on Tornado. They had the chime whistle, like on an A4 and the Flying Scotsman, which I hope will get restored soon, or completed. And then you have the traditional bell whistle. So that'd be nice if they did that. Okay, so we've looked at the Class 67. I'll do the Class 66 in a few weeks. Oh, so I don't mess up anymore. The coaches are nice. Now we're going to look at the route. Now this is made by the person who's made the West Coast Main Line over Shap, the Western Lines of Scotland, and the Port Road. Both of them, the one that was on like third-party websites, and the one that is now on Steam for free, I believe. It's a good route, so feel free to download it and have a go with it. I recommend it. But the West Coast Main Line North is a very, very nice route. It's really long. I don't think I've ever gone from end to end, because it is so long. And if I just press number 9, It's, yeah, like, okay, so we're here, so we're at the top. I believe this was Glasgow. Almaty, Glasgow's somewhere. There you go, Glasgow Central. So we came down here, around there, up down to that wiggly bit, and then we're currently there. And we're heading, if I click show task, we're heading all the way down here if we can. Well, as close to there as we can, because I don't want this video to run for too long. Oh crap, that is quite far down. You can see how far it is. It's a very big route. It's a very well made route. There aren't as many issues with this as there is with like other routes. Unfortunately, the ones made by Dovetail Games. I mean, yeah, there is a bit of the odd landscaping issues, but nothing that I couldn't fix myself if I ever have the time to do it. I'm doing other personal work as well as this and my other channel, which is very hectic for me at the minute. So wow, okay, even here the frames are right down, so if I just I want to try and boost the frames. There we go. I want to try and get my frames back. Right, it's sticking. I'm looking at the frame counter now and it's okay, but you see, that's the thing about this. It's a very long route, and it has to load a lot of stuff, so it will be very laggy. Like here it's at like 35 frames, but here it's not even at 25, it's about 20. Where are we? Motherwell! We're at Motherwell, that's nice. I have been down here in a few steam locomotives, one of which I shall be doing on this route because it's very nice to have it charge at WCML North. Is the Duchess of Sutherland, made by Iron Horse House, unfortunately now discontinued. Come on. Oh, right, so I'm going to slow it down. Actually, no, we're fine now. Oh, dear. Okay. I had a mass frame drop there, so I'm just going to keep it like this for the minute. Okay, so I am having issues with this. It's not responding very well, which is an issue. If I try going on number 2, that makes it even worse. So I'm going to keep it on this cab view. Unfortunately, I can't look at the route, otherwise there is the risk of my computer completely crashing and I'll lose all this footage as well, and the audio. My audio software is a bit off as well. So if I press number 9, I can view this easily. So I think what I'm going to do is the next station, Carluke. Where is it? Is there Carstairs anywhere here? I think Carstairs is closer to Carlisle. Yeah, so at Carluke, I'm going to stop purely because I want to actually get a video out for you guys. Because I've had a lot of problems with this. I mean, maybe it doesn't. I don't know. So I'm gonna verify the files this week to make sure that nothing's out of place, and if it is, then I'll get it sorted. But there isn't much I can do about it at the minute. It's going smoothish. Just do that and zoom out quick before it crashes. Again, there's frame drop, which is a real shame. Oh, that's the thing. Some of you may have just noticed a little black sign that had a white symbol on it. What that means is there is going to be a dead zone in the overhead wires. but there will be a warning before that happens. I think it will be like the colours, there you go, the colours will be inverted. Here is the dead zone between them two markers, and that's fine. Which I'll be honest, I never noticed before, which is quite ignorant of me, isn't it? Oh! Ooh, right, so I'm going to slow it down now, because that was a signal. And I don't know why that was a signal. I know I am going to be speeding at some point. Just keep it. I don't want to keep it idling, but I want to slow it down. And we are under the speed limit, which is very nice, even though the rails are still squealing. I know I'm speeding. I've been down here before. I went up there with the Class 86, which you actually get with this route. I went up there with a Class 86, so I had to wait. I had to wait an age for it to roll back, so I could change the points and get it back on the electrical lines. I'll try and record the Class 86 as well. I think, is that on my list? It should be. There's a few things I missed off my list purely because they're included with routes. Because, like I said, when I was going to make the list, I'd look through all the stuff on my Steam, on the DLCs that I've got. So I will have missed a few out, and I apologise for that. But there is still a lot of content to do, so it's not gonna stop anytime soon. But again, like, the rarity of these videos depends on whether the game wants to cooperate with me or whether it just wants to kill itself, crash the computer, and be completely stupid. That's entirely up to the game, which is kind of annoying in a respect, but I can't do anything about that, so I just have to put up with it. Right, is this car Luke? Yes, it is. But I've been quite far down the West Coast Mountain Line. It's very nicely detailed. It's been very well built. And Keith Ross is just a guy who he doesn't lack. And with something like this, you don't really want to lack, do you? Not really. Oh, I'm getting the spinny wheel of death. That's what I called it when I was working on Apple Macs at school. Someone else in my class, it was actually a very good friend of mine, called it the beach ball of doom. I said, no, it's a spinny wheel of death. Because how much more humorous is a spinny wheel of death? I mean, come on. But yeah, guys, this is worth looking at. But if you're gonna look at this locomotive, also look at the Just Trains version. It's definitely worth a look. But you can also get a Diamond Jubilee livery for this as a separate pack. A bit expensive for what it is. It's just I think it's just a livery, which is kind of annoying, but I thought I might as well buy it because it'll look nice. So I'm actually gonna keep it going. I don't know how big the platform is. It doesn't look that big, to be honest, but that may just be to do with the UI, maybe, possibly. It's a chance. But anyway guys, I'd like to thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a like, a favourite. Hitting the subscribe button doesn't hurt. If you have any questions concerning this DLC, feel free to comment and I shall try and answer it as best I can. And also, if anybody out there actually has an answer for a question that another user posted, feel free to comment and reply and answer their questions, because it's always nice to learn stuff. But I would like to thank you very much for watching, and as this nice train comes to a stop, I shall see you next time.